Hello and welcome to the first Sex Workers Blog vlog. I'm your host Jack and I hope I find you happy and well. Whilst the act of selling sex is totally legal in the UK, there are laws that control other sections of the industry, such as prohibiting of soliciting for sex in public spaces and being involved with the running of brothels. There are clear motivations behind these laws, like the control and closure of the illegal sex trafficking gangs or the abuse of vulnerable people. However, some sex workers now argue that these laws are dated and cause more harm than good to many involved in the industry by forcing them to work in isolation, increasing their chances of being victims of violent attacks. More and more British citizens now believe there to be a strong case for reformation of the laws affecting sex work. A recent survey by the human rights group Rights Info found 49% of the population were in favour of the decriminalisation of brothel keeping, and 44% of those surveyed believe street soliciting should not be prosecutable. More than ever, in our era of ultimate consumerism and mainstream liberal attitudes, it would seem that the British government are a little behind the consensus of many of the population. So is it time that the job, often titled the world's oldest profession, can actually be finally recognised as a legitimate profession? Different countries have reacted to the modern approach to buying and selling sex in vastly different manners. New Zealand, for instance, has decriminalised sex work entirely since the year of 2003. This is different to the German model, which gives more control to the state rather than the worker. The New Zealand approach ensures that sex workers themselves are advising the government on their own working conditions. This has created a much safer working environment for the workers and also resulted in them now being able to take brothel owners guilty of breaking harassment laws to court. On the other side of the argument, we have countries like the Republic of Ireland who have adopted the so-called Nordic model due to its popularity in Scandinavian countries. This model criminalizes the buying of sex entirely. The idea is to protect vulnerable workers by prosecuting the customers. But this model fails to realize that many sex workers are in the job down to choice and actually enjoy the job, as we heard from the podcast with Felicity May. The sex industry is growing at a rapid pace, and it appears to me that often young people have a very relaxed attitude towards the industry, with it proving to be a highly rewarding and profitable career for many. I believe it's time we saw a change in the laws affecting the industry.